Well, hi there guys and gals, game cats and game kittens, and everybody else who's adjacent to any of those descriptions. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Craig, as always, aka the Pickle. Getting back to normal. I've not done Normal Sky for a week, played a few other things recently, but yeah, just thought I'd jump back in, do a little bit more of the story and just see what happens and where it takes us, what other things we can learn. While I'm here, because I logged out in the normally last time, and the weekend quest is up, so I thought, why not just show you quick and easy how to get, you know, a decent amount of Quicksilver, and you can do a lot of these on your own. Hey, thank you for joining in. Good to have you live. Right, let's have a look. So I think I just looked at this and it was tame wild creatures. Yeah, really easy. Let's just start that. Don't want to wait for anybody else. Going. We'll need some creature pellets. Don't know if I've got any. I've got a couple, but I can craft them out. Just carbon to create creature pellets. I reckon it's going to be about 40 odd or 50 of them, so 52 will actually do us. Ooh, it's a bit high. Nice and easy. It's a little bit of a longer quest to do, but if you don't like what pops up, you can just wait and it does change. Tame creatures, dead easy. Brakes on.
Nice hot rod nosed fighter.
Ah, yeah, it's I do like the fighter. I think I've got a nicer one on my main save. Kind of reminds me a bit more of Battlestar Galactica. Like I'm talking the original Battlestar as well, you know, because I'm old. I am a science fiction fan. But kind of ashamed to say I've only caught a couple of episodes of the remake of Battlestar. I do need to give it time. Just like with many things in life, once I retire I'll catch up on all this shit from the 90s. well, from the noughties and beyond. Let's go to this guy's base. Just looked into this weird species base. Let's have a look. See how creative he is. Oh, it was built on an archive. Or was he just built under the archive? I can see his base underneath there. I quite like these bow ones. I've not done anything with these bow ones yet, actually. I've been doing the ones with, it's kind of like a three-pointed building, and I've been building like rooftop gardens and things on the main save. I've not done anything with one of these bows yet. Kind of interested what I could do with this. Because it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, oh in fact, yeah, that kind of area, that would be kind of cool to build around that. I do like that. Let's have a land, see what he's got. There we go. So it looks like he just built a little base underneath it, so not intrusive. The way I've always done mine is, you know, especially when a planet like this is not toxic, so I would actually enclose this entire promenade. Generally what I do is start and I box it all up, so then you could just be in there, and it's kind of like having your own space station, because then you've got NPCs in it, as long as you don't obstruct, you know, the areas. And it's like, I know Nick Blue on the PSVR2 app for all, he generally doesn't like people building on structures, but he actually said that mine was quite tastefully done, so you know, I really appreciate that kind of feedback. But yeah, it's just I like this kind of building, and just all I've done is you know, obviously I've boxed it in, and these areas I've kind of just made little displays, you know, all the different things you can unlock, different rock formations. I try to keep a few themes, put some bubble piping around, and you know, a few terminals in places, just make it look more lived in. And then I usually have like a teleporter here which will take you to the upper floors. just seems all it's got is, yeah. Oh, that's some. Why is it dug the ground out like that? Oh, my OCD would kick in. I couldn't just leave. If I place something and I've dug out, it's kind of like I've got to replace the soil. Ugh. Eee. Come on, dude. Oh, I can actually walk into that. I was going to say, where's the ramp? I mean, you see, obviously this is what happens when you build on the ground. So when you just place these units, the ground when it's not totally flat, because you think it flattens it when you put it down and it looks fine, or you could use a flatten on the tool. You can do a flatten option, but it will always grow back. That's why generally you build off the floor. And a good way to do it as well is I won't be able to get it out because it's not in here. So one of the options is different foundations like in this cuboid frame. So if you want it just a little bit off the ground, what I would do is you dig a little bit of a hole and put in the cuboid structure and have it so it's out and it's above the ground level, and then build your first structure onto that, and then from there everything else will be completely off the ground. Because at the moment that's going to be fine, but when the ground grows back, that's going to be in there, which is generally not too bad for these biodomes. I kind of like having a bit of soil and grass in there, but for most of your base, you're going to, you know, like in this set, it's just you're going to end up with the ground in place you don't really want the ground. We just got batteries in a generator. This one's not too bad, but yeah, I can see. Look, he's dug holes out, so. You see it's started to encroach a little bit there already, but it will all come back. And the best thing about this is I can actually just take all his plants and sell them. Yeah, why not? Cheers, dude. Very nip. I'm the nip police. Sorry, it's illegal. I've got to confiscate this for the good of the universe. Well, look, hey, look, do it, and you cannot have magic mushrooms. I'm telling you, that's worse than nips. He's got his mech here. I haven't actually shown you the mechs actually because I haven't built that yet. Okay, so there's a problem with his design straight away, because with all the exocraft launch pads, summoning pads, for the vehicles it just summons there. Now for the actual for your mech, for the exosuit, it drops in, and it's got a structure directly above this, so it's actually landed. The Minotaur has landed up actually on the archive. Oh, I can't even get up there. Ow. Here we come. Where's the ramp? There we go. Weird. So yeah, as you can see, it's landed up there. So that's a rookie mistake, but one you might not be aware of, because, like I said, with the cars, it'll just summon directly onto the pad because it's not supposed to leave the floor. But this jumps in. It's really kind of cumbersome to control. Because you push both sticks forward. You are dual controlling it, but you can't jump like that. It's kind of cool in VR though. And obviously you can drop and it's not going to affect you. So I don't even know if I've got a scanner installed. Yeah, I haven't got the scanner installed. So I had one of these. If you have a look, yeah, here we go. I've only got the basic engine, thrust, and just some general shields. But you'll find as well, I have to build that anyway. And then of course you get the lasers, you've got a cannon, but I haven't got those modules installed. So there we go. I forgot how to get out of this thing now. Oh, is it that one? No? Where's the jet? Oh, it's silent. There we go. That shows how often I have used the Minotaur. I like that. Admiral Spoon has just encountered something something in deep space, an abandoned freighter. Go on, Admiral Spoon. I salute you, sir. Oh, I've entered the building, so you can tell there's other people. It only pops up when there's other people in the system. So let's sell those nip-nips. Oh, obviously I've just got 2.1 million out of him, so thank you very much. I appreciate the donation to the Pickle Fund. So that's right, we came here for the... this is No Man's Sky. You get distracted so easily. I'm here for animals. Ooh, I tell you what though, I know it's a toxic planet, but I like it when you can get... It's even well, look at that thing. Tentacular! Is he named it? Yeah, he's named it. See, I would call that tentacular. I wonder if I can kind of ride this thing. Doubt you can ride tentacles. Oh no, don't go that way. Oh you can't actually. Oh, hang on, did I piss it off? Can I not feed this? Oh yeah, you can't interact with this one like can normal animals. What else we got? Something better than that. Oh, he's fast. Oh, we've got a little mushroom dude. Yeah, I reckon this planet's a bust for animals. Tease out honey. You just love some of these options. I'm going to tease honey out of this eyeball mushroom. Yeah, just sounds so creepy. So, look, it says honey glands empty, but honey's in punctuation marks. Honey glands. What? No. It's like, when did the first human discover that female cows and male cows have got different udders and taste different? I don't know. It's just, no. I'll tell you what, I can't even reach that one. This is the target planet, it's really crappy. That's another one. Oh, this one's got arms. Might as well tease out some more honey. This is fun to ride though, look at this. Oh, what's it look like in camera mode? Oh, I'm actually inside it. Oh, I'm kind of on its back a little bit. In fact, no, I'm just like miles away. oh, sorry. That is kind of VR Space Hopper. Oh, that felt a bit. Ooh, yeah. No, yeah, I don't recommend VR Space Hopper. This planet is terrible. Oh, did I put down a beacon? Right, I'm going to try a different planet because, oh yeah, my toxic trash is falling into it. Recharge the shield. So I hope everybody's day has been going alright. I've been sleeping so much. These night shifts are killing me. I need a 9 to 5. Weekends off. Like, yeah, I don't work Saturday nights, but I'm in work because I don't get 2 days off in a row. So I am in work every day of the week. Like Saturday it's my day off, but I was in work this morning. I've come home and got in at like what, 3:30. So I'm come home from work, and then tomorrow, even though I'm not working tonight, I'm going in tomorrow night. So Saturday I was in work as I've come from work, and then Sunday I'm going back into work again. It's just it's same when I had my Tuesday night off. You know, I was working Tuesday morning, but then I'm working Wednesday night. So you're in work every single day of the week. It's just after a couple of years, it's starting to take its toll a little bit. I just don't get enough time to do with all the content I want to do. Which I've got so much content. I've got a backlog of videos. I've got footage from matches from like Walkabout launch. I've got some great footage of some of the game cats I've played with. I want to make a nice little compilation video. It's just having the time, and I kind of want to play. And so this is the thing which with content creators, you think it's all fun because you get to play games. Yeah, they're getting to play great games, but they've got to blast through the game and kind of see it all, and then they're spending so much time doing this content. So I've always got the utmost respect for anybody what can manage a full-time job and do great content on YouTube. I've got the utmost admiration for people like that. You know, I want to be more like that as well. And those what can do it as a career, I'd love to do it, but I know it's a lot of hard work. You know, and the ones that are successful, they're putting the hard work in there, and you know, it's my 2 pence worth on that one. I've just got so much stuff. I've been working on this drums rock review for I've got a fleet of shit since launch. I've got all the footage. I've kind of written it all. I've just got to actually sit down and put it all together. Which one's closest? Let's have a look at this one. There we go. Intimate core detonation. That's probably only got one animal on it. Guzlav's major. Aggressive sentinels. We don't want aggressive sentinels. Come on. This system seems really poor. Breach is only really a single planet, a single organism. Just go for the achievement. Who's that one? Frozen, that'll have plenty of animals. You don't have to do it on that specific planet. There's a lot of bases on that place. And one person, who's that? That's 2 people. 3 people. Oh, we're going to the Winter Hotel. Why not? This is why I think it's you do the weekend quests. Some of them can be time consuming. I just never do the stuff like build a base stuff's awful. Rescue standard light bomb's pretty easy. There we go. Slow down. Oh, it's got kind of like a lodge thing going on. I've tried doing like a winter ski lodge. It just never worked out brilliantly when I tried it. Let's land on this pad, shall we? Yeah, it's aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, kind of. I like the vibe is setting. Do some scanning while we're here. Go on, target. There we go. Oh, money. As you can see, just once we've got a couple of yeah, I did cover it in a previous one, but just to reiterate, if you go to your multi-tool, as you can see, got the scanner installed, the waveform recycles, it's a B-class mod, but you can have it as well as the actual the upgrades. And I've got 3 S ranks on, so you can see you know, plus 8,000%, you know, plus 8,000% on the scanning. And you can make millions just land on a planet, scan, 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 scan. Land on another planet, scan, scan, scan. You make millions. So that's probably one of the easiest ways once you've got the mods to make cash. So it's just consistent. It's just always coming in. Let's have a look. This guy's got then. Okay. It's a simple greenhouse coming in off the landing bays. Yeah. Quite nice. Where's the teleporter go? Is that takes you straight up to the main room, does it? Yep. So there was the entrance. Like that. Nice little reception. It's clean. It's you know, it's similar to the point in some real life hotels are kind of like that, just kind of clean, simple, to the point functionality. Now that's fucking that is clever. I like that because he's done those lights so it looks like it's eyeballs. Nice, they've got glasses on. I like that. I do like that. I can actually. Oh, I'm totally going to use that idea. Oh, but that's what he's done. He's miniaturized the table unit, and then he's put that on. So I'd have been more inclined to have that like touching the. Well, then again, with the way they've done it here, you're not seeing the pole at all. Yeah, so if you'd obviously done it to the counter, you would have seen it. But I would have probably put a different. Yeah, I like that. Teleporter. No reception. Kind of. Obviously, I would decorate this section, but see the functionality, all room numbers. So yeah, he's obviously this kind of looks like work in progress. Because the rooms are bare, no bedding. Just got empty rooms at the moment. Does that one have a balcony? No, I thought it had a balcony. So you're upstairs. Yeah, terrarium and fish tank. There's got obviously more empty rooms, but he's put. Oh, he started. Oh, okay. So he started doing something in this one. Okay. Kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy 14 kind of room. So he's done a little bit more upstairs. Yeah. So these rooms have got beds and stuff in. Functional. It's functional. Oh, that went a bit weird. Yeah, so he's got a very similar theme in his upstairs. He just hasn't done the downstairs rooms. Yeah, then he's got a decked area out here. Yeah, I've done this on cold environments because you get the heating unit. You get that from doing the derelict freighters in space, which I did on one of the previous episodes. But yeah, because I'm on a cold planet, if you're building on a cold planet, you put it around, and you see, look, I'm taking the damage, but I'm step near the cooler, so you can just put you can place them in such a way that if you're all sat out here, so let's have a look from here, walking along, yeah. So only there I started taking cold damage again. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, just between those a bit. But that's the thing, you can have it sit outside in these cold environments, you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I like the guy's effort. He's definitely can come a bit further. Is that guy or gal, of course, or anybody in between those? Where's his base computer? Where's it show? Can't see where the base computer is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so that is built by Xander. So yeah, on the off chance, Xander, if you come across my stream, I like the aesthetic you're going for. Just flesh it out. You know, a bit more decoration. Yeah, like it's a nice base. Right, now it seems we've got distracted again. Creatures. There's a lot of animals, flying ones, but there's got to be some ground animals, surely. Just check my discoveries. Oh, they're underwater. Well, okay, this system is really terrible for this quest. So I've got to go back to that fungus planet and do another 46 of those funguses, which were kind of spread out. That's going to be a bit... Did I go to that one? No, I didn't go to that because it's aggressive. It's probably got some animals in it. If this is a bust, I'm just going to write this off because I'm not going to be doing this for another half an hour. The thing is, you can get easily distracted with No Man's Sky, and that's why the game just draws you in and you lose track of time. Divert power to weapons. I'm going to press. I don't know if that's a chosen name or default. Chosen. Oh, I'm actually going straight down on top of a base and didn't even know it was there. You know, I just popped. I'm not going to check out someone else's base. I might do a flyby. I'm looking for animals. Okay. It is well designed. Kind of looks like a temple or a church. Yeah. Let's park here and see what animals we got. Come on.
Extreme Sentinel Bird.
I'm going to get bothered by sentinels quite easily. I'm just going to grab these and try to do them as quick as I can.
Extreme Sentinel Bird.
Yeah, there we go. What's this thing? Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Don't accidentally pick up the Gravitino balls. Look at this predator. Yeah, eat some food, pal. Hey, stop trying to eat that and eat this. You food with either. So yeah, I actually kind of like the aesthetic of this planet. I don't know if it's got stones, but I kind of like the colour scheme. It's just a shame it's got aggressive sentinels on it. I think sometimes you come across some like really unique and strange planets you really just like, and then the Sentinels just spoil it. Halfway there. I found a herd now. Right. So this would have been a lot better choice of planes. I gather it wanted to get away from, and of course then you notice the old poo. So once you've fed animals, you can obviously, I can just go back to it and I can extract berries on this one. Berries is in quotation marks. Berry pouch is empty. And that's, I can milk that one. Come, where's all the animals at? I might as well get this knowledge stone while I'm here. There's another one there, might as well grab that. Yep. Oh, come here. Come here. Can't run away from the knowledge stones. We'll get them. Is it this one? Give it a bit. Did I try what? This one's milking as well. Two more. Oh yeah, look at that. Two together. Look at his face there. It would be cool if you actually, you know, your hands didn't go through and you could actually touch the animals. It'd be great to have them solid. There's a little collision detection there. It's not actually not letting me go. Yeah, it has got a middle bit. It'd be good if you saw actually the, you know, texture move, but of course that would. They're all. Oh look at dude. Dude, there's a litter box right over. Oh, guys. Oh, what? Oh. Now I'm in the shit. Literally. Oh, but they're all so cute. My instincts are just like, go on. But I won't. I felt guilty last time. But you've got a flock after me now, look. But you love you fed us. Well, this guy, he doesn't know if he loves me yet. You love me now, don't you? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Can I punch him? No. I can ride those. Right, so now finally finished that. Let's get back to doing something. On the shipping. Oh yeah, I probably covered it in the previous one as well. Number one accessory upgrade for your ship to buy is the auto charger, the launch thruster auto charger, because basically the ship will just recharge while it's parked. So if you're off exploring, because summoning it in costs launch fuel, and it just does you up. So, but if you're off exploring, you've got that. Generally, your ship will be constantly recharging itself, so you will virtually always be able to call it in if you've been off exploring. Right, turn to the Nexus, and then we'll get on and see who this Apollo character is. Mentioned in the last time out. Anomaly. And the weekend one is just a nice chunk of Quicksilver. The dailies are worth 400 Quicksilver at a time, and the weekend is 1800. 1,800. I do need to do some more search. Ooh. Well, I'll tell you what, that's quite a unique colour. The fighter is quite similar to mine, but the blue, red, and yellow. In fact, from this angle, it's actually more dark blue. When you go that way, so that's coming up on the stream, it's red. Not sure if it's a light reflection on it, but I do kind of. It's just little things I wish they could, you know, they've got to do it. They know it's got to be it's probably got to be the most requested fan feature of the game. Is we want ship customization, because just to be able to, you know, change the colour of certain parts. You know, you've still got the random, you know, it'd be cool if you could change parts, you could take and build a good ship, but I think that's half the thing with No Man's Sky, is the randomised nature of ships. You find something pretty unique and awesome, but the opportunity to paint it, to decorate it, put stickers on it, make it our own, that's, you know, I definitely want that. I think most fans want that. The guy sat up there. There we go, complete mission. And I've got some fireworks. There we go. Switch back to the main story quest. So we're going to go to the machine, Apollo the Adventurer. We've got to go to a holo terminus. Still haven't got one of these squid ships. It's the one ship I have not found at all on any of my playthroughs, but or I may have done and not had the money at the time. I've not seen many variations. That's kind of the standard. And same with the living ships. There's a couple of big drastic changes, but most of them are just very minute. Right, let's head to a holo terminus. Should walk me back out, I think. Of course, because it opens a new system, it'll take you back to your original starting system when you go out again. Quick drink. Homebrew Wilkinson chocolate stout. So kind of miffed about the stores. It's obviously not their fault, but the stores what's still open are very empty, and I would love to buy loads of that kit because it's really nice. Right. So it says it's actually in another system. So it says use a teleporter, so I assume it's the system I've been to. I could have just used the teleporter on the anomaly, to be honest, but Superman! It's exactly the same thing I used to do with the moves. It is about your hand positions when you're jetpacking, and you do, you've got to go straight up if you want to go straight up, because it does go with your hand position. Oh yeah, what was teleporter? I've got a few beers. Okay, so if you go to space stations, it shows me all the recent ones. I actually do not see the quest marker, so it's not in a system I've been to. It said use a teleporter, but so just pop the scanner just in case. No. Okay, galaxy map. Where are we? Where's the Atlas station? Current mission. So it's right down there. That doesn't make sense. Hang on, let me just see if I can reset this. Restart mission using nearby structures. So this is an option, because that looked like it pinged somewhere really down the line. It wasn't popping up on the because it normally shows you the quest symbol. I'm just going to restart that using nearby structures. Mission restarted. Hit the scanner. Go. So it's now picked up Holo Terminus in the system. So if you do find that, you can just restart it. It's not going to just like restart the full quest. Just when it's a location based thing like this, it will just ping it to your nearby system. What I generally like to do, because it's an approximate location, I can come down a little bit of distance away from it. Just slow myself down a few notches until the planet loads in. And then just cruise along. Oh, I want about one bar of frost. That's gone a bit weird. Oh, there it is. And these do have landing pads. Well, landing beacons, to be precise. Obviously, to reiterate points, whenever you come across these pods, always worth checking out. So in here, a word to learn. I'm going to get word for have, which is usually I have all the money, give me more. And then we've got stock checker, which gives some credits or units, many, and then some nanites from that one. 49 nanites, all adds up. And of course, if I put my scanner on, you're going to see somewhere around here should be is usually a salvage data underground, but these aren't on this one. You can have these, which could be technology or more nanites. Right, let's get ourselves up here. I do like the instant ladder in VR, it's just easier. Here we go. So of course, last time we did this, we talked to Artemis. Multiple signal sources available. The tower hosts a powerful transmitter designed to facilitate holographic communication across long distances. Let's tune to Apollo. Still love how that crystal goes out and kind of dials in. And as I kind of pointed out before, first time we came here, Artemis was still on that square. This is kind of, oh, that's square, circle, of course. Still on that point. I was stood here, and now we've got Apollo. More, Artemis was very organic creature looking. Apollo's looking very, androidish. And we can see we've got another pad over there, so it kind of already hints there's going to be kind of 3 main people you meet during the course of the story you see at these terminals. Transmission is silent. The stranger stares at me. I'll greet him. Greetings, Apollo. Identify yourself or I will end this call. Say I'm a friend of Artemis. No, you're not. I just said I was. I'm not bloody lying to you, dude. What's your problem? I'm going to argue with you. Call yourself whatever you want, but you can't hide the truth. Friend is just a label that pretends to make you feel better about being alone. Well, you're a bit of a douche, aren't you? Why are you contacting me anyway? Is Artemis behind this? I haven't changed my mind. I don't care about their weird dreams. I'll meet them if I'm paid to meet them. So basically you're a robot hooker. That's what you're saying. You want to spread your robot love for cash. Is that your orifice in your face? Your orifice? That's your orifice, isn't it? Oh dear. Even this conversation is a waste of valuable time. Dude, Artemis is in trouble. I got told to contact you because I thought you might be able to help, but no, you just turned out you're a bit of a douche. I tell Apollo that Artemis is in trouble, They attempted to use a portal and became stranded on some distant and uncharted world, disappearing from the network. Apollo's demeanor changed. They appear uncomfortable at this news. Send me your data logs. Let me see this for myself. All right. I'll upload the log. Apollo studies the log, pausing and replaying the various segments of the static and distortions. They turned to me with a glow of excitement. Now, is that excitement were you getting paid to be excited? I'm just asking. These noises, they sound just like the echoes of Sentinel events. You've seen them before, of course. Drones that appear from nowhere if you interfere with their precious planets. But this data is distorted, inverted. There's a lot to gain if we figure out how the Sentinels appear so quickly. And this, the portals, perhaps they're the key. Shall I agree or suggest life is worth more than money? I think life is worth more than money. Peace and love, dude. That's how you get on. Yes, probably. But if we can figure this out, we can save Artemis too. Don't fret. So what do you say? Do you want to work together on this? Be partners? You're going to share the money? Share the money? Yeah, you're going to share the money. Okay. I saw you agree to it as a verbal agreement. If you're going to work with me, we need to expand your base of operations. I'll send you a contact of mine. They'll supply you with what you need. Just remember to be polite. Or more polite than you douchebag. Alright, bye. As the hologram recedes, Apollo's head turns to the side ever so slightly, as if sighing, saddened. You didn't get paid, did you? Or perhaps it was nothing. A ghost in the machine. Okay, I thought I'd narrate this episode. Something a bit different. Oh dear. Right. Journey Most. It was waiting for the quest to update, and it's because I now met it. That's my 45th alien. See, I've got a grave over there. So, because I've done that section, now I've got to go and meet this contact. Now, yeah, always keep checking back on this space anomaly quest, and if it says bring news to Artemis, bring news to Nada, you should always go back at that point, and it will give you a reward, but it's not changed at the moment, so we'll just stick on this. His contact's going to be up on a space station. It's going to be a wee geck fella. He wants to be my overseer. Well, I'm the overseer. I don't know. Construction guy. Geck bitch. He'd be my geck bitch. Okay. My geck base bitch. That's the one. Well, it says locate him in the galaxy map. So he's not in the system then. So the current system I'm in, it is a geck one anyway, but it's actually wanting me to go to the adjoining system. So I have been here. It's actually wanting to take me to a different system. The conflict is testy. There you go, it says signal, mission signal detected. Tells me that that's where I need to go for my quest. The guys you hire for your bases during this section, so we've just met Apollo. I think probably I'll try to do as much of these as I can now. So we met Apollo. I think I'm going to do a bit of base building because it's this bit of the story. You do a small part, and then you can go back to Apollo. I thought I'd just show some of the base building stuff you get on there, but I can only go so far because some of them. Oh, hang on, stuff going down. Change weapon. There we go. It's got an attack going to the system. It's not very friendly at all, is it? Oh, it's actually freight in distress. I already have my freighter, but I might as well lend a hand. reason it wasn't. There we go. Knock on that one. Do your shields in a moment. Quickly get my shields up.
Technology recharge.
3 more left, but they're around the freighter. Always be careful when you're fighting near the freighter, because you can accidentally hit it. And of course you don't want to hit the guys with the green trails because they're friendlies. Incoming hail. Guy. I agree. New convergence planetary survive. No is on this world. The Overseer. Okay. Oh. That was not the communication I was expecting. This is the captain of the freighter. That was actually the start of the settlement quest line to get your own settlement. So life form, please, for reciprocal. Yeah, what you're reciprocating there. So that was kind of like 2 in 1 there. Who they're fighting? Where's the freighter? I don't even see where the freight. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I've just settled on a freighter. And it's like stuff like this. Kind of designs what don't interest me. I would only say take this if it was like less rank, but of course you kind of walk up the stairs, or you've got a teleporter. They're all the same layout. Captain's here. Let's see what it's like anyway. So I'm going to inspect it. It's actually a B rank. You can see it. Compare. So I can exchange my A rank for a B rank for nothing. No thank you. So what you do is come back out of there. And what I'm going to do is say, give me some cash. There we go. Oh, I've got a cargo bulkhead. A couple of standing. 200 nanites. Some gold. There we go. That'll do me. Job well done. Ooh. Pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Pretty. How much? How much? Dude, how much? Pretty, pretty, pretty. Ooh. 20 million. 20 million. I've got 40 million. Yes. I like that. I like that one. Yeah, I'm having that. I love a good exotic. Oh, nice. See, exotics are just lovely. Just lovely. I'm going to go back to my ship though, of course, because it's not, that one's modded out, but that's one's to my collection. Right, so we're going to do the base building, of course. But what I'm going to do, actually, just summon my freighter. I can't because it's too close to this. I bet this is not a good flange. What I want, I'll show you this. And I think I've got some beacons. Ooh, look at that, like that rainbows are coming. Is this going to be toxic or is it going to be actually a normal planet? Ooh. In fact, have I looked out on this one? I'm expecting it to be fungal, biological. Scalding rainstorms. So planetary settlements. You've located a struggling planetary settlement, fighting against harsh conditions and constant sentinel harassment. Speak with the citizens to learn more and to assist them with their efforts to build the town. So, become the overseer and help grow the settlement. Make decisions about buildings and research to improve the town. Assist the citizens and help solve their disputes. Collect valuable products. What that settlement produces. So, looking at the planet, even though it's raining, have they changed this? Because I'm pretty sure if this guy's a Geth, or he's not. Information. Speak to one about the distressing, okay? Traveller entity, you are emergencies under, or whatever. Ask about the distressing. Sentinels have arrived, okay. Under attack. I can't get the gun out. Why not? Get it out. Sometimes you just got to reset your view. Stuff like that. Scatter blaster. So if you put your scanner on, you can see the sentinels. They are corrupted ones. Of course, you can just shoot these or use your hand to pick them up. Grab them like that as well. It's good when you're reloading. Just get behind the shield. What do you think you're going, pal? One more left. There he is. Yoo-hoo! Now, yeah, it says there might be storms on here. But if the planet's raining all the time, I really wouldn't want my settlement to be on this. Because it'd be nice if it wasn't raining. So while I'm here, let me just summon the freighter. And if I go to my inventory, I've got some stuff stored. What do I want? The maps, settlement maps here. So I'll speak to a survivor. So you will see then in the log now, of course, it switches to the settlers. It's its own quest line. That'll always be in there because it'll always be, some of the stuff is time based for your settlements. So it will always be running. Right, dude, come away from the cupboard. Assist our small convergence. Okay. Accept their thanks. You're obviously a position that appears to be newly vacant. Okay, so what you do, whenever you find a settlement... Oh! I know, it's still raining. I thought it was not raining for a moment. Is that because that is technically indoors? Then again... Well, that's really strange, yeah. Because I'm indoors, it turns the rain off. And as soon as I step outside. But this looks like it's always... It's not an adverse planet. Some people might like having a rainy planet. It's not actually causing you damage. So what you do, each settlement have these units in the middle. And this is the main hub interface. Come to the unit here, and it gives you a breakdown. Current overseer status is missing, so apply to be overseer. So you can apply to be overseer. It brings you up with the details of the settlement.
Hi Pickle. Nice hot rod nosed fighter.
Ah, thank you very much. Yes, yeah, I do like it. So this is the C class, but I think basically every settlement I've come across has been a C class. I think some might start at B, but they're mostly C class. That's the entire point, is when you start doing the work on and building new buildings, you build marketplaces, you build housing, bar, trade hubs, the landing pads, starports. It all grows, and then the different rewards and the disputes that go out on adventures, and you get these settlement features. So as you can see, it's haunted, so it reduces happiness. It's built on sand, so as you go through it, you will get more plus statuses, which will remove the negative points. And then of course the productivity goes up. And as you can see, it's not making more than it costs to run it a day, so it's currently in debt. So whenever you get a settlement at the start, you will be in debt. And the idea is you increase the population, the happiness, productivity goes up, and then suddenly, once you're actually producing more than it's costing, then you will be able to get some rewards which you can sell for money later on as well. But here you can just click on that and I can become the settlement. I don't want to do it here. I am going to go to my starting planet and just try using one of the maps, because now I've started the quest line, the maps will work. So I did it in a previous stream when I was doing the extra bits. I was doing a couple of the maps and showing you what was on planet surfaces, but the settlement map did nothing because I did not start the settlement quest line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change, go and get me the contact from the space station, and when I go back to my base, I'm going to use the settlement map and try to find a settlement on that same planet. That's what I want. Oh, let's get a quick drink. Just the shape of this, when you get in and out of it, you kind of always, when it starts to spin, you're always in the way. So all the NPCs you meet for the expanding your base questline, they all speak full English. It's all translated, so you don't have to worry about that. So a life form, you've arrived later than anticipated. Data has been obtained, exchanged, utilised. New tools await you as instructed. So it gives me some kind of hazard protection. Oh, so yeah, I can ask him for whichever I want, but I don't need to. I don't need those. I've got them anyway. So he just give me a thermal module. Don't need that. So it wants me to go back to the base. But while I'm here, I'm just going to sell that. Oh, I've got some salvage data as well. Did I have to get the back upgraded? Or have I got some storage units? I don't know. Let's get one of Purchase modules. What's it got? Okay, I've got all the shields, haven't I? I think I've got all 4 shields. So yeah, I've got all 4 shields. I don't need any more. Okay. Sell that. Yeah, all these, don't need that. C class stuff and B class stuff, don't need those, I'll just sell those. All nanites, all adds up. Yeah, poof. Very big guy. Oops. Your bases. Go here. was occasionally, not seeing it too much recently on PSVR2 to be honest, but usually when you're teleporting, you'd see like buildings or ships or things like kind of silhouetted around this teleport area. I'm gonna look directly behind me. Okay, let's go back here. So construct a cylindrical room. Okay, we're going to build this. I kind of want to build here. See if I can get a staircase in. Let's go for some alloys. That's going to be sticking out too much, isn't it? Better there if I move that refiner. Just stick it down and I'll move the refiner. Let's move. Space over here. Nope. So I'm going to put a door in right there. Do I want? Sorry. Oh look, view variants. It was not coming up before. It's now changed back to. Must have updated that. So you press circle to view the variants. It wasn't saying view variants before. There we go. So, let's go for that. Let's go for a room. So it wants me to build that circular room. Is it going to let me put it up there? Right. Let me put a corridor on first, I think. No. Not let me do that. That's strange. Why is it not letting me build onto them? I know it does. I'm sure it does when you do with these doorways. It's not letting me build it on a half ramp for some reason. That's really strange. It's because it's a half. It's because I've done a half ramp. Right, hang on. Got to do a full ramp. That. Still have a bit of room with that bloody refiner there. I'll stick it this side in there. Right. Now I put a doorway on. What's the variance on that one? I want a pyramid. Well, still going to have to put a corridor on there. We're going now, it's going to have a corridor. Cylindrical room will now go on there. Well, I don't want to change the colour of these though. So I'm kind of going for gold, so let's have a look. Gold. Gold. Right. Shut the door. I've already got a door. But see, that doesn't work as a door. That's the problem. So So now look, I've got to go to expanding your base. There we go. First of all, I'm going to change this again, because that just isn't working. That works. It just wanted me to build the part. I wasn't going to keep it. I just built the part at least. See, I've got the underwater terminal, or the underwater units. Because the underwater units, I don't. Actually, all have glass windows in automatically. Put some windows in. There we go as well. Some windows overlooking that there. All the way around there. Right, so in here, and there's got a construction terminal. Let's have a get this in, shall we? Let's go on gold. I want that slightly clip into the wall like it's connected. That'll do. Okay, so now mission objectives. Now I've got to hire an overseer because I've created that terminal. But as you can see, there's no power in this unit at the moment. So all I need to do is go to my power, because I've got power for my base. I'm just going to link that from there to there. So anything I connect to this structure with corridors or additional units, when they're all connected, you only need to put the power to the one point on any one of them, and then it will draw power into the entire lot. I just realised I've not changed the colour of those. Yeah, that's better. So while I'm here, always when you've done a bit of building, before you go anywhere, just upload your base, just saves it. So this is what I was saying about building off the floor as well. If I go here, this is the cuboid room, which is what I was on about before. This, look, it attaches, it snaps to the bottom of these buildings. So I just generally build, I'm always going to click through that leg. I try to make it look a bit more aesthetically pleasing, because it's not just then suspended in the air, it's got the structure, but of course, excuse me, I have clipped through the leg there, but don't really care. Halfway up. Right, so I need to go to River Park. One bit. In fact, well, I could just go to the space station. Teleporter says flying. So he's saying it's in the current system. Look, there's a symbol saying it's the quest marker. So definitely the guy needs to go to the space station. Super quick coming back when you're in the same system. Essential overseer recruit. Hi. Is it really you? Forgive me, I've been searching for such a long time. I don't know, it's going to sound like a Ferengi. I am contracted to aid you in this in every cycle. Don't worry, everything was paid for a long time ago. It's quite above board. Profit, profit, profit. As the stranger speaks, a smell assaults me. A pheromone infesting my brain, giving me memories of places I've never visited, of actions I've never took. So it's basically Gex fart, and the exude smells which brings memories and things to you. They've got hypnotic farts, basically. Of myself in a mirror, it is alone, of this Gek cradling their fallen brethren, of a bargain made many years before now, a contract signed across the cosmos. The vision ends and the Overseer remains. The Overseer promises to expand my base, allowing me to recruit other workers. They require a construction terminal. So we'll get started. See, you can come across these at any point during the game. If you don't have the construction terminal, you can't hire them. Same goes for, there's a guy for the exocraft, there's a scientist, there's also a farmer. Until you've got the terminals, and you've got to kind of do the first opening construction terminal, to do a few quests of these to get the next terminal, and so on and so forth. You can't hire until you've got the terminals built in your base. So let's hire the Overseer. At any point as well, if you go to another system, you find another one which says, oh, I want to be Overseer. If you prefer the look of that character, the NPC, you can just say yes, and that just hot swaps. It doesn't restart the progress, it just changes the physical look of the character, because they're all basically identical. There's something compelling about this gig. They shall feel at home in my home. I'll be at my station before you know it. See you soon, friend. Okay. Follow me. What do you want? It emits a strong flowery scent which quickly enters my exosuit system. I feel overcome with nostalgia for a perfect place I'd never visited. I wanted to sing. I want to sing. Stupid friend, understand. Idiot friend, trade for. Memory smell. So learn more, get words than anything. Flushed with joy, I try to signal my thanks to the trader for this olfactory gift, but they make it clear they expect something in return. So he basically wants to be paid for giving that memory. So the words I've learned just inclines me to say it's units he wants. Takes my units but shakes the head. A beautiful scene collapses. Oh, I feel crushing disappointment. It's not what he wanted. Okay, got that wrong. So no bonuses. Might as well shoot the teleporter. There's 5 of it. Yes. It's quite a funky plant to have in there. Sometimes you go into a menu and your cursor's automatically red as if it's filled up. You've got to come back out before you let you access it. Notice how it was a lot faster than getting from the base to the space station. It was like vertically instantaneous. That took a little bit longer. So he's the resource analyst. Yeah. Utinils? Gek bitch. Okay. There's so much to learn, so much to see, and this place will be our home amidst the infinites. Take this glass. Let starlight flood into our jolly home. Accept the glass. So it tells you how to make glass and use frost crystals. Everything pours in through glass in the end. There's time enough for that. There are other things that we will have to do. If you prepare chromatic metal, I will make use and calibrate a science terminal suitable for a Kovacs entity. Kovacs has suffered terribly at the hands of my people. Be kind to them, I beg of you. The Overseer asked me to gather chromatic metal. Okay. So as you make yourself at home, so I should automatically have this. I'm sure I've got a stack of metal already. Of course, you would have to go out, otherwise, yeah, there we go. You would go and find some copper. So let's have a look at this planet. This planet does have copper in it as well, so you just go and find some copper, and then you refine the copper into chromatic metal. So already got that. Do you have it? Yes, of course. Wada. I'm going to get into this one. Oh, so it was actually just talking to him, but I had to wait a second for the quest marker to pop up. He didn't register, but they had got them. Give them that. Just what I need to finish the science terminal, and there we go. We've got the science terminal. Now, when you start doing this, you will end up having several quests open at once, because you've got the expanding the base one. You need to do so much to then go back to the main story to see Apollo. But then you get the scientist. Now, the scientist one, they generally in between the quests is kind of like a 3 or 4 hour wait. Well, it might be only like 20 minutes to an hour for the first couple, but then it is a couple of hours wait for each section of the scientist quest. The weapons terminal guy, it's pretty straightforward. You just kind of plow through that. And the exocraft guy, also you kind of just plow through it. And then the farmer, it just gets to a point where it's just periodically you go to the farmer each time and he gives you some rewards. And then obviously you finish the overseer one. But the scientist one unlocks a lot of recipes, and doing this entire quest line unlocks a lot of base building recipes, like your exocraft upgrades. A lot of stuff you would have to spend salvage data for on the anomaly. You could easily get a lot of the recipes and save you that time of gathering all that salvage data from doing this, expanding your base section. Before you carry on with the story, you know, if that's the way I like to play it. I'm old school RPG. I like to level up as much as I can in an area, explore every single corner before going where I'm supposed to, and I take that same approach for most games. So when I play this originally, it's kind of when you've got new stuff like this, I would do all this before moving on, because then I've just got everything I need. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so he's given me some storage units, recipes. But I think I've already unlocked all the storage units recipes, because otherwise it would just pop saying I've just unlocked all the recipes. I need to build a terminal. In fact, no, I haven't got them all. It must have just given me the first couple then, I think. So here's the terminal. Change the colour. Do anything. Doesn't seem to change the colour on this one anyway. But let's put him right next to him, shall we? There you go. So now I've got to go and hire. As you can see in the quest, I've got scientific research. Oh, wrong button. I've also got expanding your base. So search and abandoned building for data. This is what the overseer wants me to go and do, as well as hire that guy. So I've got 2 quests. I've got now hire the guy for. Let me just load this one on here. Hire the scientist. But I've also still got quests for him to do.
Alert. Navigational data received.
There we go. 40-minute walk. I'm not going to walk. So what I'll do is might as well grab that, come to the space station, hire the scientist, and then just teleport back down. So I kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So I'm fine if I'm flying. Oh, it's only 10 seconds, that's alright. So I'll try to unlock each of these terminals. Just have a look. It looks like there's a building up here, there's a building up there. Maybe one of these 2. That looks abandoned because it's got eggs around it. Is it the right one though? Let's find out. Yes, it is. I turned off the auto torch. Go in. Of course, grab these and health and things if you need it. Oh, specimens from nanites. Oh no, I've got Gex standings. Get rid of the goo. Analyze the schematics. Okay, and it's going to tell me to return to the overseer. What I'm going to do, yeah, return to overseer there. I'm just going to go back to scientific research. Fly up to the station. Well, it might actually not be in the system. Even though I am in a callback system. Let's have a look. Galaxy map will tell me. Actually, no, it's actually... Oh, it is. Yeah. It's in the adjacent system. It's the one I've just in before. From the freighter is. The scientist unlocks quite a few recipes, like circuit boards, polyfibers, for the high-end crafts which can make a bit more money, and or for some repairs you might need, or some bill of scaling parts. It's some good recipes you can unlock with the scientist. All saves that salvage data. Still want to know when they're going to do this station core override. Still don't think it's in the game. What you can actually do to it. Can you destroy these stations? That is the question. Can you destroy a station? There we go. So he's the physicist entity Ogdaniel. Yo, Ogdaniel. You pass his test. Ehoo! I'm free to explore, free to pursue my passion of structural analysis. Do you have a base, a science terminal? Think of all that might be done. So there we go. Hire scientists. Just pop myself back down to the base. Ooh, stretch. Bit of a longer teleport between systems, but still, compared to base PS4, oh, the teleport times are great. Okay, so we might as well talk to the scientists first. So a fine base traveller, of course, as of course befits your honourable status. Oh, Kovac should be so happy here. Bring me enthusiasm. So let's so welcoming. Take these blueprints for lubricant and acid. There we go. Some free blueprints. So it wants me to harvest marrow bulb, and then it'll give me the plans for microprocessor and advanced refiners. So I already have the plans for microprocessor anyway, I think. So he wants marrow bulbs and cobalt, which are always found in caves. So accept this. Okay, and I'm just going to switch back to the expanding the base, which will be the overseer. You're back. I'll extract some storage blueprints. Give him the data. So there we go. I've just unlocked our containers. I've got all nine containers unlocked. Have a look at the build menu now. There we go. Yeah. Well, there's 10 with 0, but he doesn't give you 0. But I think when I was first starting to build a base, it gives you 0 when you build a base initially, and then he's just give you the other 9. Which I only had a couple of these unlocked anyway. Okay, so what do you want me to do now? So as you can see, is now doing at that point. It's happy for me to continue the main story, so I can go back to Apollo. I'm just going to click back on expanding the base. Give it a second. There we go, and the quest marker just popped up. Things are going well, but it will not be long before violence follows us. It's inevitable. depends where your background's from, mate. You know, if you had some microprocessors, I could steal a march on fate. So we'll design a weapons terminal for a Valkyrie armourer. So I'm going to accept that. But of course, I would then have to complete that quest to get the recipe for the microprocessors. But I already have the recipe. But for the sake of the video, I will quickly go and get some bulb. So as you can see, I'm right near some caves anyway. So if I'm just going to switch back to the scientific research, it'll tell me how much I need. Where's the marrow bulbs? Oh, there we go. And there's that. So there give the marrow bulbs. They only wanted 30, and he said cobalt, and of course stalactites, stalagmites, as you can see that undiscovered on here. Can I name these? Oh, they've already been done. Oh, right, I've got to do this correctly. So this is where my OCD kicks in. So a stalactite holds tightly to the ceiling, where the stalagmite just mightily comes out the floor. So yeah, if you scan these, as you can see, that's just cobalt, but they're generally big cobalt and copper, silver, platinum, gold. I have enough anyway. Look. Can I reach up there? Come on, go on. Yeah, there we go. The ship's too big. It would be cool if I'd link this up. Part of me kind of wants to take this down and build that on, but yeah, it is what it is. It's a little bit messy with that big door. It's the only way I've got it to work when you want a staircase in though. It's having a door frame like that. Kind of looks a little bit odd, but I suppose you could disguise it with embellishments. Scientist. Got the blueprints. Okay, give the marrow bulb. Give the cobalt. And I've got just unlock the recipe, which I already had anyway. So he seeks immediate reconnection. Go to this transmission tower. Enter my soul. Discover what's wrong. Help Kovacs with solitude, please. So he's claiming that he's been disconnected from the Kovacs hive mind. So he wants to take the personality core. So remove the core. Boom, and there we go. He just shut down. Entity offline. So basically, the Kovacs are just shells, and the souls, if you would, the entity itself is just a collection of data. So I've took his core out. What makes him him? But I'm just going to go back and do my overseer one because I can do that. So need to build some microprocessors. Do you want two? Yeah, he wants two. So I need 2 nanotubes, and I can build 2 processors. There we go. Quest markers come back up. And processors. Look, I can now build a weapons terminal. Except he wants pugnium now. So pugnium, if you're ever fighting sentinels, it is the normal ones, not the corrupted ones. Although I think I might be able to get it from there, I'm not sure. But it's mainly from normal sentinels. Okay. I already have them anyway. So let's build a weapon terminal. Let's put that there, shall we? Quest updates. Give that to him. Need to recruit an well, want him to build a terminal. I've just built it. So now it says hire an armourer. So I might as well click to the scientist, go and do that, and then go and get him on the way, like I did last time. It gets kind of, the scientist kind of storyline, it's kind of like a little bit sad. That's close so far, so let's go into orbit a little bit. Oh, got an incoming message from Apollo. Ah, well, while we're here. How's the base? Make sure you hire a few staff with it. What are units for if not to assert dominance of your fellow life forms? But on to more important things. Apollo's a complete douche. If you're going to work with me, your equipment needs to be in good condition. We can't have you dying out there, not yet at least. Is he planning on betraying me and backstabbing me? You can find nanite clusters scattered in abandoned buildings and other damaged machinery. Ironic, really. The same structures the Sentinels destroyed will lead to their deaths. Cheery fellow. Trade these nanite clusters with merchants in space stations to get the technology you need. Okay. Oh, and one last thing. Take this personal force feed blueprint. You're going to need it. Consider it a gift. Mandatory investment into our partnership. Yeah, I've already got one. Shitty gift, mate. Shitty gift. So it wants... That's the main story now, is wanting me to raid buildings for nanites. But I'm going to ignore that for the time being and go back to this quest. Where is it there? Oh, so it wasn't that far from the base anyway. Well, the base on like a little island. So we want to fight some Sentinels. There you go. I didn't come across one in the last stream, I don't think. The last previous streams when I was showing. So these are just storage units. You see if I target these, it's not going to show me now. They've got gold, platinum, things like that in them. Destroying them will get you the goods, but of course all the Sentinels around there will not be very happy, but you've done so. Okay, so that's the approximate location, but straight away I know that is a transmission tower. See the dish on there. It's got a landing pad. Check out these units while I'm here. Units, some nanites. Max. And yeah, there we go. As you can see, there's the bird technology module, which is normal here. I think they're not at the transmission towers, in other words. This system's quite good for these. Both units tend to have decent rewards. We actually have someone here as well. What do you want? He seems ill. The skin is covered in pustules. Eee. But see, that's what some of these things. It would be good if because it says things like this, but it doesn't look it. It would be good if it tied up. But if it's going to do with this, you know, bit of stories, because they've obviously got a bank of all these, and so you're going to pick one which you've got to resolve. It'd be good if it reflected some of the story like that in the character it's creating for that story. It would be good. Minor details, little details. So friend, something, system, something gex, something help, friend, energy, life, gas, help. So that's got a lot of words, but it's going to probably help me for this. So a fetid damp stench fills every corner. So it wants life support. Connect a piece of hose up from the floor and the dock on my life support system with his exosuit. The relief on his face is plain to see. The musty odour of the facility washed away, replaced by a delicate, fragrant perfume, a very scent of gratitude. Some nanites, some standing. Open. Okay, so transmission tower. Terminal online. Prepare to insert the Kovacs intelligence cube into the transmission tower. The judgment of the convergence awaits. Hear the judgment. Terminal online. Connection established. Error. Diagnostic. Kovacs science unit corrupted by traveller interaction. Personality overwritten. Anomaly involvement detected. Solution. Quarantine Kovacs science unit from convergence. Observe, analyze, silence. Hypothesis. Sentinel, Atlas. Universal foci. Countermeasure in progress. Risk assessment. Entropic. Galactic destruction. Pre-birth. All very cryptic. Error. Atlas. Error. 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 They see you. Very ominous. So I'm not going to return to him yet. I'm just going to put on the expanding the base, which is higher base armor. And I can't get into the ship when the pet peeve. Let's give us an option to just dismiss that, which is on the flat screen. Right, is it maybe another system? Let's look at the character map. And oh, hang on. Oh, there we go. Weapons research. There we go. I had the wrong question. So it's outside this galaxy. Let's have a look. And he is there. The weapon symbol. Potential armor recruit. Break. Station. Nice, it does it. That for an entry. Viking guy. Your Gek servant told me you're coming. Oh, yeah, my Gek bitch. You like my Gek bitch, don't you? You told me you're coming, interloper. It is an honour to meet one whose bloodlust exceeds my own. Gra! We shall kill together for the glory of Herc and our ancestors. Gra, 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 gra. Gra! The great sentinel hunt begins. Come, let us inhale the requisite gra, gra. Gra! Do you want to do a line of gra, gra as well? Yeah? You've got... No, okay. The Viking is old. It is not their skin or appearance that suggests this. These beings are too alien, too unusual for me to make a judgment on that basis. No, it's the way they hold themselves, the way they speak. They do not posture. When they smile at me and tell me it's an honour for us to meet, I actually believe them. Whereas more Valkyrie just think you're pathetic interlopers and should squash you like a bug. So thank you for not looking down on me. And now you're stretching like this. Yeah, I'm bored. Enemy Slayer Jill. Right, Jill. Oh. Promises to come to my world and make use of my new weapons terminal. Accept. Grah, I will rejoice in the blood harvest. Tell me, do I need to pay for my own transit? Fuck yes, mate. Get your own bus. It's only a single seater. It's not a bus. Yeah, you get your own charter, mate. You pay for your own transport. And let's just teleport back. Yeah, so I think, I don't know, I've definitely been going on more than an hour, I think. Yeah, I lose track of time when I'm doing these. I'm going to start this one. I might just ping that quest and try to get settlement. Just show the opening little bit of the settlement. And then probably call it on the stream, so I don't want, try not to get these on for too long. Because it's not as easy binge watch. So there we go, we've now got Weapon Slayer. Okay. Odd angle. These facilities are glorious, but know that we Viking exterminate worlds that show even the merest hint of weapons production. Consider yourself lucky that I'm your friend. Gra gra, ha ha. Violence must be ended. This is the way of the Drindag, yes. This is the way of Herc. When murder is gone, the last weapon fired will be at the Valkyries ourselves, having served our holy purpose. Okay? As a gesture of peace, the armourer offers me a piece of exosuit technology. They're keen to demonstrate that they are more than a simple warrior. Accept the gift. Grah, weary with pride. Now, before we can begin our work together, there's something we must deal with. Viking High Command would not permit me to reside here and ignore my purpose, interloper. I've discovered a weapons factory nearby, and to sabotage it would demonstrate our worth. While you are there, perhaps you may also learn something useful for yourself. I learned that the Valkyries believe that no other species should be able to hold weapons. After the atrocities committed by the Gek, only the Vikings should be trusted with arms. The armourer gives me the location of a nearby weapons factory, claiming it is operating illegally. If I go there and shut down production, I may be able to extract a valuable blueprint. Yes. Grah! Go with honour. But be wary, the eye of the Sentinels will be up on that facility. So that is more than likely one of the locked units, which you've got to blow the door open. You're not supposed to blow the bloody doors off. But then the Sentinels will come after you. But you can just hide inside and go away. So while we're here, let's just get this guy awakening again. Turn to the scientist. So it's the physicist entity, Ogdanils. Shell sits in front of me, awaiting reconnection, trapped inside the data core. I have no way of knowing how the Korvax is taken to the encounter of this transmitter. Reinsert the core. Shell reconnection in progress. So there we go. The scientist is rebooting. That's going to take an hour and a half. So this is what I'm saying. You've got quite a bit of this with the scientist. It's a couple of hours between. You can go off and do other things. You can go off and play other games because that is in real time as well. So if you stop playing for an hour and a half, come back, it'll be ready. So let's go back to expanding the base. Overseer. Things are aligning. We're ready for a Gek farmer to join us. Indeed, we have already prepared their contract. All you need to do is gather the solarium required to finalise their workstation. Okay, so he's also given me plans for hazmat gauntlets, which I think I've already got installed anyway. I do. There's my hazmat gauntlets. That's so you can pick up the different hazards, flora and fauna. No, just the flora. But it still wants me now to gather solariums, which are on Scorched Worlds. So I'm not going to do that here. I'm probably going to leave this part for now. So what I'm going to do is see if I can find. Let me just, while I've done that, just upload again, just in case. I'm going to use one of these maps, and hopefully it's on this planet. Yep, that's not saying it's off planet. So I've got a settlement on this planet. Who's in a park? I haven't checked if I can relearn some words today actually. Oh, I can. I've only got a couple of NPCs on mine, but I can just relearn words. every couple of days. So fresh. Let's go again. Traveller, important word to have. Let's go for Gap again. Scent, also another important is the list now. So yeah, it's at this point when you first meet, you know, you start off and it's just the introduction to the game, it's just kind of Artemis, a little bit of the basic 40 minutes of flying that, so it's around the other side of the planet a bit. It was kind of easy and gently. As soon as you get to Apollo, there's just so much. It's kind of a pivotal point from there. So there we go. Oh, I'm going round to the daylight. Guys, in a rocky part of the planet. You see, settlements are automatically levelled, and you cannot dig out. You cannot build technically on a settlement. But what you can do is what I've done on my main save. So I'll show you an example here. Let's go to the build menu and build a base computer. Look. Red, it won't let me build. So they're like just coming up with the planetary settlements information again, which I've already seen. But it won't let me build up. Cannot build with an existing base because it is this. But then, if I was to look at that, that's 100 U. If I just start walking away from the base, if you wanted to make your settlement your base, which I have done as my main, one of my bases, but my main base. Just keep walking away from the base until you can actually. Oh, said I can't build it because I've just suddenly afraid to it. Going to have the. Oh, is the chromatic metals in the ship? I thought I had some in the. I thought I had some in the freighter. Oh, they've not got the matter beam installed. In the ship? Yeah. Let's put that next lesson. Start again. So yeah, just start walking away from the centre of the settlement until it lets you build the base computer. Might as well just do it anyway to show you. There we go. So as you can see, that's the point I can build it. I'll put it down. If I have a look, it is just over 300 U. So as we discussed in the previous one, when you're building a base, it's in a circle radius of 300 U from the centre of the circle, which is your base computer. So a 300 U radius. But as we know, that can be expanded up to it because your base is actually 1000 U. So even though I technically can't just go and build there right away, I can expand my base to that point, or I could just pick up the computer and build and move it in anyway. So go back to the build menu, pick it up. It'll just let me move it now anyway. What it should do. Yeah. Ah, okay. So it's not letting me do it just yet. What I'll have to do is I'll have to build a platform out to kind of extend it, and then it'll let me move it in because I've got to extend out into that radius. Then I'll be able to move it in. But that's a job for another day. I'll just build basically wooden platforms all the way to the base. Once I've built to the base, I can then move, grab that, walk along the platform, put my computer down, and start working from there. But yeah, I kind of like it nestled in this little cluster of hills. Just a settlement all down here. So again, talk to a settler. Okay, ask about distress signal. I'll be attacked. Yeah, under attack. You were healing. Monster here somewhere. There he is. Go. Yeah, this is my, I've got my main base on here anyway. Accept their thanks. And then you can just go to the central terminal again. In fact, I've actually not come across one with this kind of structure. I don't know, because there's stone, yeah, obviously there's stone ones, the different materials you've got, as you can see, oh you can't, as you can't see, you've got your wooden, stone and metal, and this is obviously, the aesthetic on here is wooden, and then some, stone aesthetic with metal aesthetics. And I've never actually seen one with the kind of globe there, that's kind of cool. Let's have a look. Applied to obviously here, and again, just a sea settlement. Well, see, compared to the last one I like over 300,000 maintenance costs, and it was only producing like 200,000. This is actually a lot closer, and it's actually not a high maintenance cost, but it's not bad. So the good thing is it decreased maintenance costs. More citizens are all clones, so that increases the central attention. Localized cognito hazards, productivity term. Network of thought police reduces citizens' happiness. Sinister AI overload reduces citizen happiness. But yeah, because this is my planet, I want to be on this paradise planet. There we go. So I am now the overseer of this settlement. The white showing me that. Now I've got to construct an overseer's office, which is there. There we go. So during this, the process of starting out your settlement, you'll get these build areas. All you've got to do is go and supply the material needed. So straight away, all I need is silicon powder, and that's just going to take a minute and a half to finish that section. As you go along, these different bits and different buildings you build, they take longer and longer. Usually about up to an hour and a half. Some of the big ones towards the end, I think. But it's just something once you've started it, you would just start it, go off, do the next bit. I could be, I've got this now. I've got building my base. I can just go back to my base and do some of those quests. But then obviously my scientist is doing. Then I come back here and so on and so forth. You see, if you look at it, it tells you percentage going up there. And each layer, the building will start to take form. And of course, these like brick piles, the cement mixers, the scaffolding, you can get all these base building parts, decorate stuff. You done? 77%. Still makes me laugh. Pebble's the biggest rock on the planet. Get a little hover droid as well. There we go. There's the base done. So now it wants me to supply some metal plating for the roof. 5 of those. we go, and that's going to be another minute and a half. Let's have a quick look around, see what we've kind of got. Oh, have we got a night? We've got a bar already. Ooh, this needs a jukebox in here. It's set up as a bar, but you will you'll build a bar eventually, which has got default music going. He's homesick. Oh. You work shy. Get some work done, pal. Kind of like a bit of a server room. Just loitering. Oh, he's glad to see me. Pioneer non-chef, no. Of course, like all these parts, but it just shows you what's possible. That's the good thing about the settlements. They brought in a lot more base building parts, and the change. Obviously, you had your basic materials before, just metal, wood, and stone. But they changed the aesthetic of them, and brought new list coat. Now there's only like a couple of timber in the legacy parts, but they did change, so it just shows you what is possible, what you can actually design. Like in storage units, they've got tyres in here, and motors going in pumps. But this, we don't have this yet. We have these pumps, we have the boxes, we have these like trash compactor things. We've got this, got the cement bags, upside down wheelbarrow. We've got the wheelbarrow. Oh, in fact, wait a minute, are those oh, those are metal troughs. We do have those, but they're upside down and then stacked. Okay, I thought they were like one unit, but. I do like even when the preset is all clipped into the environment. Okay, now we need final fitting. Oh, you can see the roof's being built. That's 3 microprocessors, so we need 3 nanotubes. Make 3 microprocessors. Supply that. It's going to be about another minute and a half. I think they did reduce this. I'm not sure if the overseer office was always so short, or if it was like 5-10 minutes. I'm not sure. Some of the buildings do take a little bit more time. Always at ease. Although that's kind of like, yeah, it's fair enough, but these are not actually touching the ceiling, and that's always just levitating. But yeah, minor things. It's good you can put things on shelves, but then the rows of rugs kind of is a bugbear because there's these rugs you can get, and they clip through the floor. There we go. But now that's bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit because if you try placing, you can get these as base parts. You try placing them on a shelf or the floor, and it'll sink through. They will not sit on it like that. That is bullshit. The crates and things will, plates, anything else will sit on the shelves fine, but the carpets do not sit on the floors or. See, we've got a bit of group. There we go, complete. Yeah, I'd call it bullshit on that. And there we go. There's my office complete. And your obviously office. A couple of chairs. You have a teleporter, and then you've got your main administration terminal. So here we can view the settlement status. Just reiterates what was before. And as you can see, there's my current debt. I'm currently 51,000 in debt, and time until cleared is never going to get cleared because my productivity is below my daily maintenance cost. So what you do is then obviously work on it. So let's view construction opportunity. So we've got options here. We've got improve the medium dwelling. So begin construction of the moderate housing unit +3 population growth, or you can approve a marketplace, which will actually increase the productivity. Of course, and then it says here, citizens have submitted proposals for the development of both a new moderate housing unit and a market. Data indicates a 47% approval rating for the moderate housing, while 51% approve the market, which is less 1%. There's a percent missing there, so this map never works out. It doesn't really matter. Personally, one of the hardest things to increase in this game is the population growth. I was very tempted just to take the population growth, but I just want to get out of debt as quick as possible, so let's just go for the marketplace. So you do that, and then you see straight away I've got to bring silicate powder to it. The marker's over there, so that's where the marketplace has been built. You see, nice big circular option this time. And there you go. That is now going to be 2 hours until that's done. So once you start doing a bit more of this, you will then get to the point where it starts the Trace of Metal quest line, which opens up a lot more stuff to you as well, content-wise. And a little sentinel pet. Kind of, it's not classed in the pet registry. It's just an item you use in your inventory, and it just follows you around, talks to you. Okay, so I just want to move back to the terminal. So make settlement decisions. So I've got a settlement visitor. So greet the visitor. So this hiring, unpronounceable. Yes, this announces themselves with a flourish. Hello, I'm hiring. Yeah. They wish to conduct some business, quote marks again, in the systems like milk, and offers rare fossils in exchange for our discretion. So, as you can see, you either accept or decline, and it will tell you any pluses or negatives from doing either. On here, there doesn't seem to be any, thing you get from declining, but I'm going to get a fossil sample from accepting, so I'm just going to accept it. Okay. So it says there, just says the settlement's running smoothly. It'll tell me there's a current bulk building project, but then it'll also tell me if I get a visitor or if it's under attack. That is also optional things it'll tell you can do while you're doing your construction as well. So just come back whenever it tells you that. But you can just always check this quest from here. Right, and I think on that note, that's probably a good place to end it. Covered quite a bit today. So we've met Apollo, found out he's a complete and utter douchebag. Let's get me the camera on. There we go. So yeah, we've met Apollo. He's a bit of a douche, but we'll get over that, and see how the game progresses. He might redeem himself, he may not. Who's to say? But we've expanded his base. We've got ourselves a construction overseer in our base. We've got the scientist guy who's currently sleeping. So the next time I do one, I can be able to do the next section of that. I might just play a little bit and actually, finish that building for the next stream as well. Just to kind of progress this one a little bit further. And we've started doing a settlement, so we've expanded his base a little bit more. Met Apollo, spoke to him a couple of times, and shown you what else opens up from this point in the story. So Apollo is definitely. Let's have a good aerial view. Hey, but guys, I've got superheroes in my settlement. Yeah, I'm down here. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. So yeah, there we go. This is No Man's Sky, because for how beautiful the game can look now, and it obviously does look beautiful, and how in depth, and just you can just get lost and sidetracked so easily when you start doing things. It's still got glitches. it's not changing my opinion on the game. It's not going to disappoint me. Oh, look at this crap, they're floating in air, it's rubbish. No, I just think it's funny. Of course it shouldn't happen, and you're going to plot glitches like this, but this will occasionally happen with people in settlements in general. And so one of the cats of the day, they went to a space station, and there was a freighter parked in the space station. I can't remember which cat it was. I do apologise, but there was a frigate or a freighter halfway in the space station, and it was at an angle you couldn't access half the things on the space station because it was in there. It does happen, but they'll go back to normal eventually. So other than that, yeah, there's my settlements, and as you can see, it will get bigger. There's my construction part there. I'm going to have, you'll get landing pads unlocked. You'll build a few of these marketplaces. You'll build quite a few of those. There'll be a nightclub, landing pads, and other buildings around. And then of course, if I get the base, if I do my glitch build into the from the base radius, I can move my base computer in, and I can actually redo this a little bit as well. The way I've done my main one, the aesthetic is metal buildings anyway, but I cover the entire floor in with plating and make it all level. You do get obviously a bit of grass and stuff going back through, but that's fine. It makes it look a bit more lived in. But I actually just liked it all kind of solid, and then pathways to certain buildings as well. You can do that. But it's all about your own personal choice. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You build and you do what you find pleasing. It's the way I find pleasing. The same way when I'm building the bases, I like to build on existing structures, but I don't like to just dominate. I like to show off the building and show what's possible with the building. And this is how I would do it if I decorate it. I know one of the cats said, but Hello Game should hire me to decorate the archives, because it was quite happy with the way I did it. So, but there you go, guys. Yeah, thank you very much for checking out the stream. If you do like my content, please give me a like, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. But hopefully I'll get another one of these done, probably Tuesday now, unless I get a bit more time. I might jump back in for an hour tomorrow. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. I've got some housework to do. So, but thank you very much for checking out my video. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace and love, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.